Hello, friends, and welcome back to r/ProRevenge. Let's start our video with a story in which one character does not appreciate other people's work at all. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video every single day. Here we go. Lady, I don't work for free. This interaction was a few years ago, and face-to-face. I started painting faces, like for kids' birthday parties and festivals, when I was 16. It was good money for only a couple hours work at a time, plus I could do it around school really easily. A few summers ago, I'm painting at a festival, and I'm slammed, like 20 kid-long lines slammed. I'm in the middle of painting a child's face when up comes this lady, a middle-aged, fake tan hair, boob, smile type. She walks around my booth and taps me on the shoulder. I look up and ask if I can help her, kinda annoyed she's interrupting me while I'm working with wet paint that dries pretty damn fast in 80-degree heat. She asks if I do parties, and I say I do. Her son is graduating high school, and he wants to host some kind of neighborhood block party to celebrate. She says there will be loads of neighborhood kids and her son's families and younger siblings who would love getting their faces painted. I tell her that my typical rate for parties is $100, which covers 1 hour and up to 15 kids, and if she thinks there'll be more kids or wants me to stay longer, then we can discuss that. Immediately she starts laughing and shaking her head. Oh no, you don't understand. This would be a charitable opportunity. I'm super effing confused. For what charity? She clarifies that they aren't part of a charity, just that she would expect me to participate for free, for charity. It finally clicks that this lady's trying to take me for a ride, so I explain that I don't work for free, but if she wants to consider hiring me for my before-mentioned fee, then she can take a card and email me about it. Of course, she protests this and insists that I'd be getting a lot of exposure through the neighborhood and that she's really just trying to support my business. I repeat that I don't work for free and tell her that I get plenty of exposure from the festivals and go back to painting this patient kid's face. Thanks, but no thanks, you be. Work for free? You're just drawing, dear. That's a hobby. And our second story. Ditching my interviewer on public transport. A few years back, I was working retail in the south of England. I just dropped out of university and was having something of a crisis of what I was doing with my life. I saw a position for marketing assistant in London and went for it. I turned up for the interview, and the waiting room was full of people, leaving me thinking, damn, a lot of people are gunning for this role. It was a bit strange. Sometimes large groups of them would be whisked out the door at a time, and I didn't know what to make of it at that moment. I was pulled in for my interview, and this guy was nice enough, starts painting the company as a paradise. He showed me a bunch of charts indicating all the progression opportunities, and it started sounding a bit too good to be true. I was a bit concerned, so I stressed that I was looking for an office job, and he assured me that most of my time would be in the office. He didn't even really ask me anything, just what I was doing at the time, and sent me on my way. 2 hours later, I received an email inviting me for my second interview, which was the next day. I would have to try and take another day out of my current job, but I was keen. I traveled back to London the next day for the interview, first thing in the morning, and got back to their HQ to find the waiting room was once again full. I get introduced to a gentleman, bit of a slimy character, who tells me that he'll be my assessor for the day. I haven't been given any indication what I'll be assessed on, so I'm a bit on edge. He turns to me and tells me that we'll be out until 8 p.m., maybe a bit later. Out? Out where? Assessor. Oh, don't worry too much. We're just going to take to the streets and go over the fundamentals of marketing a bit together. You have a notepad with you? Good. He leads me at the same time as many other assessors lead many other candidates from the waiting room out to the streets. We all kind of split off, and he leads me to the tube station, telling me I need to buy a ticket to another station a considerable distance away. I'm a bit PO'd at this point because I'm wondering why I'm expected to spend 10 hours with this guy and pay for this ticket to join him. We sit on the tube, and he starts asking me to jot down the marketing fundamentals. As he's speaking, I'm getting increasingly agitated and begin to pause him and question him on what we're doing. Assessor. Well, I'll be marketing in the streets, and then I'll be assessing your ability to do the same. to see if you're a good fit. Me. I was told this was an office job. Assessor. We have an office, yes, but we work on the streets marketing our partners' products. It now fully hit me why they were carrying out these mass interviews. I had a suspicion, but I didn't want to believe it for a while. It really just seemed like free labor on quite a large scale. Every hour, masses of employees partnered with interviewees and were being sent out as pairs to sell their product. I was so furious in that moment, having been lied to about the job, having lost out on money at work and gotten my hopes up. Meanwhile, this guy was barking at me on the tube to pay attention and write down his top 5 marketing buzzwords of the day and telling me the story of his colleague who quit studying medicine at Imperial College just because this job was so great. With each passing stop, the temptation grew greater and greater to abandon him on the tube. As we were approaching about the 5th or 6th stop, without really thinking, I just started pretending I had seen someone outside that train that I hadn't seen for years. Me, is that? Assessor, what? What is it? I need your attention. Me, I think I just saw. No way, I just have to. I'll be right back. Assessor, but the train. Then I jumped up and hopped off the train. I was so mad that I didn't even turn back to see him. And then I was so mad that I didn't actually speak my mind to him. I spent the rest of the day walking around London before catching the train home. I'm actually glad nothing came of the job, else I wouldn't have moved north and met my wife. And our last story. No one is above the rules. I used to work for a marketing company that serviced small and medium-sized businesses across America. It was a multi-billion-dollar revenue company. The CEO was a true rags-to-riches story. He joined the company right after he got out of jail in his early 20s and worked his way up over 20 years to eventually become the CEO of the company. The CEO strongly believed that the success of the company didn't come from the brilliant and intelligent minds that he hired for his executive team, but the hard work, sweat, and tears of the infield sales reps. And he had a rule. Every single executive team member would spend 1 full week of each quarter in the field with a sales manager, customer service rep, collections rep, or sales rep. In addition, when they're in the field, they are to submit to whoever they've been assigned to, and they may not pull rank. This rule applied to everyone, to include the CEO. I know this because the CEO personally rode along with me for 5 days in the field. He was a legit cool guy. So apparently we'd hired a new VP of marketing from a major brand that I'm sure everyone in this sub would know. Anyway, apparently, the first time he went in the field, the VP of marketing pulled rank on a sales manager, and the sales manager reported this directly to the CEO. A new quarter went by, and I got an email stating that the VP of marketing will be joining me in the field on such and such week. Okay, cool. Not the first time I had some higher up come out and ride with me. But about an hour later, I got a call from my CEO. CEO, OP, the VP of marketing's going in the field with you. Me, yes sir, I got the email. CEO, OP, I picked you because when I was in the field with you, you seemed like the kind of guy that wouldn't be bullied or let someone run all over you. Me, okay, well, thank you. CEO, this VIP is new to the company, and the last time he went in the field, he pulled rank. I've told him not to pull rank again, and if he does, I want you to call me as soon as you can. OP, I understand. CEO, thank you. The VP meets up with me. Honestly, for the first 2 days, everything was fine. However, on the 3rd day, I was meeting with an existing client. This client was a difficult-to-please customer. He would always say we weren't worth the money, but I knew we were because I could see his results, and over the years, this client's business had grown a lot. Said client would beat us up over pricing. I'd stand firm, give him a 3% price increase, and offer him upgrades on top. He'd haggle me down to 1.5% price increase, and we'd sign the contract. Now, I told the VP what would happen, that it'd be a long sales call and a difficult, high-tense one, but to let me handle it. I've dealt with the client quite a bit and was well prepared. Now, this meeting with the client lasted 2.5 hours, but I'll get to the point. The client wanted a discount and was threatening to go to our competitor. He wouldn't. That's when the VP spoke up and said, I'm the VP and I'll personally give you a 15% discount on your current plan if you'll agree to sign a 1-year contract. The customer said, 20%, the VP said, split the difference, 17.5%, and we have a deal. They agreed, and I was mad as hell. One thing to mention, my commission depended on me generating more revenue, and this VP just effed me over. We get in my car, and I go, you pulled rank, and you shouldn't have done that. He said, I got the deal done. I said, had you kept your mouth shut, we'd have gotten more money, not given 20% back. He goes, we got the contract signed. I said, we gave away tens of thousands of dollars that we didn't need to. He goes, look, I'm the VP. I then called my CEO. He saw the name pop up on my car's Bluetooth. CEO answered, OP, how you doing? OP. The VP pulled rank on me and gave my customer a 17.5% discount on his current plan right as I was about to close him for more money. Well, that's not right. Where's the VP? You're on speaker. He can hear you. Excellent. Hey, VP. VP. Yes, sir? CEO. Tell me what happened. VP told his side of the story, which he admitted the truth, but also admitted to pulling rank and giving the customer a discount. Okay, thanks for your honesty. You're fired. VP. Excuse me? CEO. You're fired. You have a 1-year probation clause. You're done. You don't pull rank when in the field. VP. You can't do this. CEO. I just did. You're to get on a plane, come back to your office, and clean it out. OP, take Mr. VP back to his hotel and drop him off. OP. Sure, no problem. And for the next 20 minutes, I had an awkward car ride back to my former VP's hotel. Later, in an all-hands-on meeting, the CEO made sure to talk about how if an executive is in the field and pulls rank, it's a fireable offense for the executive, and he wants all the sales reps, sales managers, customer service reps, and collection reps to know that. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.